What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for the close of the transfer window. And it looked like Spurs ain't done in this window yet. Spurs ain't done.
Lange working in the shadows, hiding away until the perfect moment to strike. Cloak and dagger,
And it looks
smoke and mirrors.
And it looks like he has done exactly that in the final hours of the window. This is Spurs' biggest win, biggest got one over on Arsenal moment since Rohan Ricketts all those years ago under Glenn Hoddle. And Spurs have signed James Wilson, hijacked from Arsenal, as Fabrizio Romano says. James Wilson to Tottenham. Here we go. Deal in place for Scottish 18-year-old striker to join the Tottenham Hotspur project. Arsenal were offering a trial, while Spurs offered a loan deal with a buy option clause, now agreed with Hearts. Oh, medical is happening right now and formal steps next. So Spurs have finally got their man.
Who says a deadline day is dead, eh? Who says? We were looking for a bomber. We were waiting all day. Send me a miracle. Send me a signing. We asked for an attacking signing, didn't we? Mm-hmm. We asked for someone to come in the attacking positions. And we have got loan with an option to buy 18-year-old who's going to the under-21s.
And look, all of you said, you wanted a replacement for Son Heung-min. We didn't get one. We wanted a replacement for Harry Kane. Yeah, we got the Solankis and the Richarlisons, so we're still waiting for one there. Well, Herbie James left the academy today. He went on to on a permanent deal to Cardiff City, and we didn't waste our time in finding a replacement for Herbie James. James Wilson is here.
It's quite amazing that we've managed to loan out Dane Scarlett and gotten weaker somehow. It's quite impressive, actually. It's quite impressive how, you thought like, okay, Dane, you loan out Dane Scarlett, how much worse can you get? And then we replace him with a loan deal for James Wilson, 18-year-old. It's quite amazing.
Right under the noses of Arsenal, mate.
Right under the noses. Arsenal only offering a trial where we bring in the big guns. Here's a loan fee. Here's an option to buy. Put the money on the table. Who says that the new ENIC 2.0 I ain't going to invest?
They are delivering. They said ambition. They said ambition, and they are delivering ambition.
Johan Lange, he said he wanted to bring in more youngsters. That's his remit. He's been scouring Europe. He's been scouring the world for the top youngster, and he's brought in the youngest ever player to be capped by Scotland.
Oh,
incredible
pedigree.
Incredible talent.
Absolute pedigree. These are the deals that we live for.
Yeah, you're going to see in 5 years' time, this kid is going to be the next big thing.
Exactly.
You wait. We don't do hijackings for no reason. We hijack with a purpose.
Exactly. Don't say Spurs don't ever look after their future.
Exactly. We're not looking at the now. We're looking at 10 years down the line, people. You've got to see the 3D chess that's being played right now.
And as Ram says, this is the Eze revenge
exactly,
that everyone was after.
Let it all work out. Let it all work out. We have, under the noses of Arsenal, we have snatched their try list away from them. They have no idea what they've let go here in James Wilson. They have what a blinder. So as Jason says here, Wilson, he's going to be the next Ballon d'Or. Future Ballon d'Or winner.
I don't doubt it, mate. I do not doubt it at all.
Well, remember the name.
But seriously, like, all jokes aside, like, this window has been absolute shambles, man. An absolute shambles, where we've been waiting all day, all transfer window for something to happen.
Waiting on a miracle.
We got Sousa, the 19-year-old, who was deemed not ready, that we tried to sign a replacement for the day after with Andy Robertson. Couldn't get that one over the line. We got Conor Gallagher, fair play, decent player. And here we are with James Wilson.
Can you answer me one question? Why did this have to be done on deadline day? Can anyone explain to me why this had to be done now? And why couldn't have waited till the summer, apart from maybe trying to look like we signed someone? Why did this have to be done on deadline day? Is there
He
a
said,
reason
fuck
for
off, Arsenal, I'm a Yido now.
it? He's a folk hero already, rejecting the Gooners, coming to Spurs.
Oh,
Arsenal,
man.
you have had their pockets picked. Can't believe it.
We are actually such a joke. We really are such a joke, man. It's unbelievable. What was said coming into this window, we need a left winger. We need a passer in the middle. We need a left back. Well, we got a left back that was deemed not ready, so I guess, you know, we brought in the left back. Where's everyone else? Where's everyone else?
So we've signed 2 players who aren't ready.
Yeah. Absolute joke of a window,
Fantastic.
man. I'm telling you, this is the worst window Spurs have had since we haven't signed anyone.
We actually haven't spent any money because we sold Brennan. We've then bought in Gallagher for the same amount of money. And our net spend is pretty good at the moment. Pretty healthy net spend, people. PSR is booming.
This is a window that Levy would be proud of.
Oh, this is a Levy spesh. We've out Levy somehow.
Yeah,
I don't know
know
how he managed it.
We're becoming more Levy than Daniel Levy, this football club. A Levy-less Tottenham is more Levy than the Levy's Tottenham. I can't believe what
I don't know
I'm
how he
seeing
managed
right
it.
now.
We seem to have lowered the average age of the squad somehow by a significant amount. James Wilson. Anyone in the comments know if this kid is actually any good? Has anyone in the comments heard anything? Apparently, he's only scored 2 goals in Scottish football.
Someone said he's slow.
He's slow. 8 goals. 8 goals in Scottish football. He has a market value of our gargantuan 1.2 million.
Ah,
This is what you call scouting, finding value in the market. You know, he's not even guaranteed to stay.
no, he's only
He's
on loan.
with an option.
He's
to
only
buy.
on
We
loan,
loaned
people.
him. Why have we loaned an 18-year-old to join? What are our so basically we are improving our under 21 team more than we're improving.
Basically,
the first
we've
team.
loaned a player for our academy because Herbie James got sold today. That's what this is.
But we heard Mason Mellier could be joining the first team as well.
First team training.
First team training. Is this kid going to be in first team training?
He might have a trial with the first team training.
Might have a trial. He's had this season 6 games, 0 goals.
Oh, I'm so fed up of transfer window. I'm so fed up of Tottenham. It's just like...
We asked for a signing. You didn't say how good the signing had to be. I
True.
guess we did. We did demand a good signing. Here we go. With 2 hours left of the window. You know, by the skin of our teeth, we've got this through the door.
Yeah, the ambition is just crazy. I can't
unmatched.
believe the ambition this club is showing this window. It's just
Incredible.
fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic.
We don't have to rush Richarlison back now. We got
it's true.
James Wilson. Think about it that way. A signing is a signing,
Yeah.
says.
No matter who the signing is, we should have just brought in a Dama Traore and
Someone
finished
says we're
with it.
better off bringing back Mikey Moore. Not
Yeah.
wrong. Not wrong.
That's what Tim Sherwood was saying on Sky Sports today. Why not just bring Mikey Moore back?
In his last 3 appearances, he's had a total of 7 minutes.
7 minutes
Total.
for Hearts.
In his last 3 appearances, 1 minute, 2 minutes, and 4 minutes.
Great.
Getting lower exactly. It was 4 minutes before, then 2, then 1.
But he's got called up to Scotland the last 2 international breaks.
I must have something about him. If I'm being serious, if he's 18, can called up to Scotland, is he going to go to the World Cup?
Well, he's behind. He's behind Shankland and Che Adams.
Apparently, Shanklin's injured.
Right, so maybe it'll be him and
What's
Che
funny
Adams.
is Shanklin's injured. They're still loaning him out. He plays for Hearts. So, he doesn't even so this is supposed to be his big break. And
What plus is this for Hearts to loan him out?
I don't know. I don't know what the value it is for them. I don't know why they've agreed to it. They get a loan fee. Maybe they don't rate him out highly.
I guess the option to buy maybe is enough for them.
I wonder how much the option to buy is. 500k maybe? A million?
It
1.2?
can't be
Couple of mil?
more than a couple mil, surely.
Solanke, watch your back, mate. James Wilson is coming.
Well, that's the breaking news. breaking news of the transfer window. Spurs have hijacked Arsenal to sign Scottish international James Wilson. And I say Scottish international.
I've heard Arsenal are absolutely fuming out of the Emirates.
Yeah, they're scrambling. You know, Arteta did a press conference today, and the guys in the Sky Sports office saying he's being very coy about something. You know, they could be expecting a signing. This is the signing that he was expecting. Forget Sandro Tonali and all that.
This could derail their title efforts.
Yeah, 100%.
Could definitely derail
This was
them.
the missing piece of the puzzle.
Oh my God, this football club never ceases to amaze. Never ceases to amaze.
Well, that is the breaking news. So I'm sure you guys are very excited about that. We have a members chat for Mr. Brian Daigle, and he said, hashtag fuck Enoch, fuck Vinay, fuck Lange. This club is a disgrace. We are riddled with injuries and yet more youth. But don't worry, they are a generational. Ha, 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 ha. Yep.
Ah, man.
Not
this
wrong.
club is a simulation.
Next super chat says, guys, trust me. He's the next coming of Mbappe.
High praise.
And Daddy FFS says he's just an under 21 stopgap. Vinay out, Levy.
So we've got a stopgap for the under 21 team.
I've never heard of an under 21 stopgap before for the under 21 side.
Yeah, we're revolutionary. We think outside the box. You know, our under 21 team needs a bit of support. We get someone in. That's how we do things here. The first team needs support. Oh, they can handle themselves. They're men. They're adults.
Fabrizio Romano was live on YouTube a couple of hours ago and saying, you know, something could still happen.
Said it's not guaranteed, but well, something did happen. Got him through the door. We got our man. We hijacked from under the Gooners' noses. They don't know what hit them. They can't believe it. Shell shocked.
We could probably just sit here in silence for the next hour and a half, and you'll get more insight into
someone's done a
transfer
welcome
window.
to Tottenham James Wilson compilation. Let's see where's that gone? Oh, I can't even find it anymore. It's on Twitter. Come on, give us some excitement. Maybe this kid is the real deal. Here he is. THFC Maastricht.
Check it out.
Don't know if we're
Yeah.
allowed to show it.
You'll probably get away with it. Oh, hit the post there. Oh no, it wasn't even him who hit the post.
So, Ali Gold, before as the transfer window, well, just before the transfer window opened, said left wing is a priority next month, as well as potentially adding a midfielder and a centre back. A natural left back will be sought either now or in the summer. If Spurs move for a striker, the club are eyeing, many sides across Europe are eyeing Samuel Agahawa. Players will be allowed to depart for the right price, with Johnson and Dragoshin looking for game time and having price tags that have not fallen. If Dragoshin departs this month, Spurs are expected to bring another centre-back. Midfield is expected to be a key upgrade area in January if the right candidate can be secured. So, out of all of that, they said the biggest priority was left wing. How's that worked out? Adding a midfielder, they did. A centre-back, they didn't. The midfield, I guess, has been upgraded, but not in the area that we wanted it upgraded. We wanted a passer in midfield, not another box-to-box player.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what have they been doing all month? What have they been doing in the build-up to this month? It's just like we've got nothing that we've actually needed. The only real signing we've brought in is Conor Gallagher. Let's be real here, because Sousa's not ready. Mm-hmm. This guy's come in to be part of the academy. So, I mean, what have they actually done this transfer window? What I don't understand.
Sammy Mockbell said before the window, he tweeted out saying the Lewis family are reportedly ready to give significant funds to this transfer window. 150 million is going to be available. He said after missing out on Semenyo, their financial package was bigger than Man City's, but they just missed out on him because he didn't want to come. But it proves that we're willing to go big this window. We're willing to push the boat out, and nothing's happened. We've sat on our hands and knees. We've replaced Brendan Johnson with Conor Gallagher. We've weakened the squad. We've also lost Dan So potentially for the rest of the season, Ben Tancor for 3 months, Bergval for 3 months, Ben Davis for the rest of the season, all in the space of a few weeks. It's a shambles. It's an absolute shambles, this window. Like, given the need for things to improve and to also make some statements of intent, we've had absolutely nothing.
We said it at the time, yeah? What the hell was the point in selling Brennan Johnson on the 1st of January? You'd thought you'd at least get someone. Fine, if it wasn't straight away, which was a disgrace in itself, then fine, I could live with it if we actually bring someone in by the end of the window. But we're sitting here now with an hour and a half left to go of the window and still no one to replace Brennan Johnson. Like, is that not the biggest disgrace you've ever seen? Like, seriously, like, how can you sell our top goal scorer from last year, the guy that scored the most important goal? Yeah, fine, maybe technically he wasn't good enough and we can definitely look to upgrade him. But you got to upgrade him. You can't just let him go.
Agreed. And
with no replacement. It's ridiculous.
We said at the beginning of the window, you know, it's all well and good selling Brennan if there's a plan in place. And you were like, yeah, there's a plan for sure. You can't sell Brennan on the first day. It was on the first day, literally, the window opened. The minute the window opened, bam, deal done. And we agreed the deal.
Yeah.
It was like, it was ready to be done. So we knew about this deal before the window even opened. So we had all that time to plan. Palace were able to get ahead of the window and plan to sign Brennan. Yeah, we're sitting here sitting on our hands with absolutely nothing. Look, and I get it. January is a difficult window. I'm sympathetic to that fact. I was saying it throughout the whole window. Don't expect big things to happen because there's not going to be some saviour coming this window. Like, people saying, yeah, Frank just needs to get some signings in January and things will be okay. I'm like, if you're expecting big things to happen this window, like, I think you're a bit deluded. Nothing big is likely to happen. But when they sell Brennan, you're like, okay, they're selling him. They must be selling for a reason. Like, they're getting the money in. Like, they must have a plan to someone in the pipeline to bring in and replace him with. And it turns out, we didn't. We just sold him because there was an offer. We said yes, and now we've significantly weakened the squad. The next day, Kudus goes down, so the need even grows even more, even though the need was already there, given the fact we need to replace him. So the need doubles, probably triples, after Kudus goes down for the 3 months. So you're like, okay, we have no right winger now. We need something. Maybe they've seen Odegaard play as well as he has in the last few weeks. Like, oh, we can get by with just Odegaard. But if we overplay him, he's going to get injured. Like, we need options. We need players we can rotate with. And we're sitting here now. The window is about to shut, and we're in dire need of players. Mm-hmm. And look, we got the draw yesterday. So, maybe there's a case to be said, well, are we really going to be dragged into the relegation battle? Maybe they're not, they're thinking after yesterday's point and performance, after the comeback, they're like, yeah, we'll be fine. But, as you said, we got United away. They're in good form. But West Ham play Burnley. If they get a result in that game and we lose, all of a sudden it's 6 points. And all of a sudden it's getting scary again. In the next 2 games we got a Newcastle and Arsenal. That can very quickly become 3 points if West Ham get a result in one of their other games and we lose both of those. So we're not out of the woods yet.
Well, you know what? Thank God that Paratici, accepted to stay here till the end of the transfer window. Done such a great job on getting us all these signings that we needed, all the firepower that we needed. He pretty much sold Brennan Johnson and dipped. That's what he's done.
Literally. He signed Manor for Fiorentina, sold Brennan, and he's like, I'm out of here. My job here is done. Don't need anything else. This club is a disgrace. It's a disgrace.
This is the first transfer window of this so-called ENIC 2.0. And it's worse than pretty much any Levy transfer window that we've had. And it's coming more and more apparent that a lot of people were saying at the time that Daniel Levy has just been a front for ENIC at the end of the day. And we're worse off now than we were before. That's what it seems like. We're completely worse off.
If you're going to have this kind of window, don't brief the media before the window opens. We're going to spend big, we're willing to commit big funds, all this rubbish. right? If you know that how difficult the window is, you know you're basically going to be looking for opportunities. You're basically going to be looking for what can we do rather than what are we going to do. All right, so don't get all the fans excited and get them thinking this is going to be different and it's going to be like a big window, and Tottenham are going to have like a Chelsea-esque window like last January where they signed all these big players for big money despite them being in a rubbish position, right? What was the window? They were like 12th under Potter. They were 12th in the league. Yeah, they were like, it doesn't matter. We're going to sign Enzo. We're going to sign, Madueke, big money. We're going to sign all these players in a January window because they showed like, yes, we're in this position now, but this isn't what we're going to be. So they were kind of implying that was the kind of window we're going to see. Yes, we're in a bad position in the league, but look, we're going to put our money where our mouth is, and even though it's going to cost us a pretty penny, we're going to get signings through the door for big money and show our ambition. And all we've done is sign a player we don't especially need in Conor Gallagher for the money that we've got Brennan Johnson in, and we've done absolutely nothing on top of that. And what is the scouting department for if it can't find gems, or it can't find like players who you like what Brighton do? Like, you find little gems in maybe from foreign leagues that players don't know about, our clubs don't know about, or maybe someone you can take a bit of a risk on because you've looked at the data and you've seen, this kid is actually really good and he's not going to cost that much, and clubs aren't looking at him because he's a bit of a risk, but we can maybe take that risk right now because we're desperate for signings and it's not going to be a lot of money for us. Even those kind of signings we don't want to do. Maybe we don't trust our own scouting, but we've done absolutely nothing. We've done absolutely nothing. We've signed 2 teenagers who we don't consider ready, considering we're going to be looking at Robertson, who also fell through. Well, where was our backup for Robertson, by the way? If we decided we need a left back, right, which we clearly have decided by looking at Robertson, we're like, okay, we need that position. Okay, that fell through. Is that it? No other option? Nothing else? Do you not have anyone else on the list? Is there no one else you can go for? Apparently not. What is the project? What's the aim here? What's the project? What's the vision? I'm not seeing anything.
Andy Robertson is our guy. Andy Robertson is our guy. We're going to sign him in the summer. Watch.
What's the plan? What's
free
the strategy?
transfer in the summer? Andy Robertson.
It's absolutely pathetic. It's absolutely ridiculous. We're in this position where we're left with nothing, and now we're very, very short. You saw the bench on the weekend. We had 5 teenagers on there. Mm-hmm. We're struggling for players. We were looking at the teams we're up against. They're able to bring on, make 4 or 5 subs. We can't do that because we've got massive injuries.
Who are these people? Who are these people that are running our club right now? Vinay, what's he ever done to command the spot that he's got? He's a number 2 that came in and now he's running the show. Johan Lang, all he did was put Aston Villa in the gutter. Since Aston Villa have let him go. First of all, they demoted him while he was there, and ever since he's left, Villa have only been on the up. Like, who are these people, and what have they done in their careers to say they should demand this kind of jobs and of this kind of scale and magnitude at Tottenham Hotspur? Everything it's absolutely stinks and it's rotten from head to the core at Tottenham Hotspur. And until all that changes, what is ever going to change at this football club? Seriously, what is ever going to change? And, we all thought, getting Levy out, or some people thought getting Levy out would make the big difference. But it's not making a big difference. In fact, everything's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
At least under Levy, we panic buy, got Werner, got Dragashin. We made some deals. We made look, there are risks and
kill for a Timo Werner right now.
I'm saying there were risks and they didn't work, but at least he took the risk. You know what I mean? He got some loan deals in, got a player that they were looking at, and got Danso in late on last window, deadline day. We got Danso in.
Yeah.
Got Tell in. Some young players that you can take a risk on.
I'm sick to death of hearing Thomas Frank in these press conferences being like, oh, yeah, we're in the market, we're active. Show us you're active then. Don't just keep saying it. I'm sick and tired of this talking nonsense.
Frank claimed on September time, from about September, they were starting to look at the January window. They were starting to plan for it. That's what he claimed.
Yeah.
From September, October time, they were starting to plan for the January window.
They planned for 3 months, and this is what they've come up with.
It's absolute nonsense. And the thing is, when you compare us to other clubs, I understand, look, as I've said, I understand January's a tough window, but we have the money. The big problem at the moment with a lot of clubs in the Premier League is they're struggling to balance the PSR because, they need to keep within their means. But Tottenham actually are in a very strong position. We can blow a lot of the competition out the water this window because we have strong financial muscle, but we're not using it. Well, either we're incompetent and we have no options and we have no one. We're not targeting anyone, or we're refusing to use our financial advantage that we have. Either one, because I refuse to believe that we have no targets, or there's no one on our list that we can go for.
You look at Fulham sign Oscar Bob. Why not go get Oscar Bob then if we're struggling that much in the wing department? We've seen Oscar Bob, a budding kind of gem outside of the Manchester City Academy. I'm sure he'll make a good career for himself, and he's not like the end goal and someone that can, spearhead us to go and win the league right now. But he's a player that can come in and definitely get some minutes for us right now. And
it's
that's
a
what we
risk
need.
worth taking, probably. Was it 27 million? I know it's a decent fee, but right now that's a risk worth taking for us. If he works out great, if he doesn't, maybe you can loan him out and maybe he can turn into a good player with a loan, or get a bit of money down the line for him. But right now we are in dire straits in terms of what we have available.
Yeah.
We are in a massive injury crisis. We have 7 or 8 long-term injuries, or 8 now. Now Danso's injured, so 8 long-term injuries.
There were opportunities in this window if we really wanted it. We've just seen Ademola Lookman go to Atletico Madrid. If we would have put the money down on the table, we could have got him earlier on in the window. Oscar Bob's another one. There are players that we could have got. I'm sure there are other players that haven't moved and that could have been acquired throughout this transfer window. It's an absolute joke. We've just been twiddling our thumbs all window. 3 months before, we're going to have a big window. We've been planning so hard. We've been having meetings after meetings after meetings. How many meetings does Frank need to have?
How many lunches? Yeah, we have a good lunch today, Frank and V9, whoever was in that bloody lunch meeting. What did you have? Nice tuna salad or whatever it is. Honestly, pisses me off. Where's Lange? I bet he's on holiday in Denmark. He likes to go on holiday when the window opens.
Yeah.
Bring back Hitchin.
We actually had better January windows with someone that didn't even like. Oh, I hate the January transfer window.
He hated it, but at least he fucking did it. At least he was involved. Oh man,
this is just ridiculous. A couple of snoop chats. Sharpie says Enoch 2.0 out, 100%. Josh Bonner says sign too many 1D players who may have good stats upon recruitment, but it doesn't take a genius to see that they're limited. Where's the football brain? That's the problem. There is no football brain at this football club. Who is the football brain? Who is this mastermind guy that knows so much about football? The one that knows most about football is Johan Lang, and he's incompetent as the rest of them. SRV for Life says, who should we bring in that would want to come? My worry is that Spurs are genuinely an unattractive place for players to come at the moment, especially with the stadium atmosphere right now. Yeah, and look,
here's my thing. If you have a competent recruitment department, then I understand when you talk about big names, you talk about big names across Europe or playing for good teams who are maybe starring for their teams. It's very difficult in January, especially, to get them through the door. But if you have a competent recruitment department, who's heard of half the players Brighton buy? But they seem to come in and work out. You know what I mean? Because they have exceptional recruitment. And it doesn't matter if we've heard of them. It's their job to bring them in. And I understand, look, maybe we'll sign someone and we'll be linked with this player, and he'll be a 21-year-old from from Ligue 1, for example. And we'll be like, who is this guy? Why are we signing him? But then he comes in and then he's actually a very good, he could be a very good player. And I understand there might be some resistance to that initially, but it's not your job to listen to the fans and say, we only want these star players. It's your job to bring in players to improve the team. You know what I mean? And if we had a competent recruitment department, even if it's not a star name, you can still find someone. You can still find people. The footballing world is full of talented players. It's full of players who can improve you. It's all about finding those gems or finding those players, and we're incompetent in doing that. Our recruitment department absolutely stinks.
At the beginning of the window, they were like, yeah, we're going for Jan Diamande, Keenan Yildiz, all these players.
Yeah.
Oh, it's laughable, man. It really is laughable.
But even if you can't get those players in, take a risk, because we need to be a bit risk-taking at the moment.
Yeah. But look, another transfer window has come and gone. The window's not even shut yet, but in my eyes, it's shut, mate. Nothing's happening for the last hour and 10 minutes. So another failed attempt of a transfer window, another transfer window where we've been lied to, and more.
But what is actually, in terms of injury-wise, okay, we're going to get Romero and Van der Ven back soon. But in terms of, like, the forward line, like, what's actually going to improve in the near future? Okay, we're going to get Richarlison back in a couple of weeks. But in terms of the wings, it's Tell and Odebear, right? That's it.
Tell Odebear. I mean, it depends what formation we're playing. If we're going to persist with the 3-4-3, then you've got Javi there. That's it, really.
But right now, until April, in terms of proper wingers, we've only got Tell and Odebear.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we're not playing with a proper winger system at the moment.
Yeah, but what if we, the back three failed in that first half against City, and maybe what if we want to go back to the back four?
Yeah, then it's just Tell and Odebear. And I'm sure, just Tell and Odebear.
Until April, until Kudus is back fit, was just Tell and Odebear.
Mm-hmm. And that goes for Champions League games as well.
And in terms of the Champions League squad after this now, so we've got so Tell's going to be back in, Gallagher's in, and that's it.
That's all we need.
Unless Sousa gets in.
And I think Dragoshin will probably come in.
And Dragoshin. So who's going to go out?
Danso, probably.
Danso for Dragoshin. Bentancur for Gallagher?
Mm-hmm.
And then Johnson for Tell?
Yeah.
Who's that leave out? Basuma.
Do we need to put Basuma?
No, I'm just saying, who's it leave out? Basuma, Still.
That's it, I think.
Just Basuma. God.
All right, well, that's the bleak outlook of the transfer window. We got another super chat here from Shem Tan saying, new summer blockbuster starring Daniel Levy as the new Dr. Jones, Indiana Jones, and the mystery of the Spurs war chest.
Sounds like a flop.
Yeah. And we know exactly who... he's not ready. He's not ready. But we know exactly who you guys want to hear from in this moment in time. We got nearly 1,400 people in here with us. Everyone smash that like on your way in. If you're new around here, smash that subscribe button as well. This is the last knockings of the transfer window, people. We ain't getting a late surprise, so I ain't even going to keep you stringed along.
Dare I ask, what was your rating out of 10 for this window?
Rating out of 10.
Rating out of 10. We do it with every window.
2.
Put your comment. Put it in the comments. Put your numbers in the comments. I want to see a general feeling.
2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
They get a 2 because Conor Gallagher's of good quality. That's it.
Yeah, it's hard to disagree with that. 2 out of 10. Before Gallagher, it was 0, obviously. Gallagher comes in because he's a midfielder that we don't need, but he's a good one. So that's
gets
fine.
into our first 11.
Gets into our first 11. But like, we literally signed a player in the position, probably one of the only positions in the squad where we have quite decent depth, and that's the number 8. We have like 5 of them, and then we just signed another one.
Yeah,
that's all we did. Seeing a lot of 1s, 2s, 3s. Anyone higher? Going once, going twice. Got a 5.
But you look at it though.
5 from Sidda.
Sim, you look at it. Why have we let Manor go to Fiorentina?
Yeah.
Why, if you don't bring Manor back in, why not bring back Mikey Moore? We've got wingers there that we could have utilised.
Yep.
What is the thinking behind that?
We just... Was the plan to bring someone in? I've got no idea.
So you would rather keep yourself under strength than to utilise exactly what we have, as in Manor, who he's at least got Premier League experience,
Yep.
You got Mikey Moore,
who's a left winger,
who got
better than no one.
Exactly.
Moore's there, who's doing better, and obviously you're selling Brennan, which is, we know he can score goals. It's absolute shambles. It's an absolute shambles. Why not go for some loan deals? There must be some people on loan we can look at. Surely.
I think it's so idiotic to not only did we sell Brennan, but we re-loaned out Manor Solomon. It's just madness.
Why not give him a go?
Club have no kind of thought process or direction to it. It's just ridiculous. The whole thing stinks.
We're literally weaker now than we are at the start of the window.
Yeah.
Have we weakened ourselves? How have we managed to do that? It's impressive how we've managed to do that.
How at a time of need when
Impressively
we're going
mismanagement.
down, dropping like flies, we sell our top goal scorer from last season, make ourselves weaker and bring no one in. And not only that, we recall Manor Solomon and then reloan him out. Like, how does that make sense? Seriously, this club is so in the bin.
It's absolutely nuts. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how this club operates. Like, how have we managed to go into a window we were so desperate for? We were like, okay, thank God the window's here. We can do something, improve the team. And we've gone from that situation and get a bunch of injuries during the window, and still ended up weaker.
Yeah. This has got to be up. This Brennan Johnson thing has got to be up there with selling Davinson Sanchez with no backup centre back after the window had closed. It really is.
So brainless. It's so brainless. You probably could have got 30 million for him in the summer if you waited.
Probably.
So I don't understand the need to rush to sell him now.
How many games would Brennan have started since leaving the club? Probably a high percentage of them.
Probably most games since Kudus was out. Although Odobert has come in and done well, so credit to him.
Yeah.
But
But he
again,
can't be the only option, though.
Yeah.
He's asked to play every single game now.
We're bloody had to play Sarr on the right.
We've got
yesterday.
Moani as well, who'll play on the wing sometimes.
Yeah, but he doesn't even want to be here.
We actually forced Tell and Moani to stay here this window as
We've
well.
got two attackers who both don't want to be here. And we've got to rely on them now.
God, at least Brennan wanted to be here.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And you know what? If Solomon wants to come in, that'll be big for him. And he would, like, at least try his all to do something.
What was that I just saw? So Brahim Diaz was that to Tottenham.
Fijahez.
Ekrem Canal.
Don't even bother.
Breaking. Tottenham are considering a late move for Brahim Diaz.
Only considering.
Just considering it. We're thinking about it. With an hour to go, we're thinking, shall we do it? I don't know. Maybe not.
God. All right, look.
He's the worst anyway.
Let's
I mean, I would absolutely bite your hand up for a late deadline day loan for Brahim Diaz, 100%.
let's get Brian on, because I'm sure Brian has some positive words to say about the transfer window. Sitting back in Canada with his yellow scarf.
Hello,
in,
Brian.
definitely
Yellow
in
scarf. I've got my Eating Out t-shirt on. I'm fully dressed. How are you, boys?
You're looking
And
the
everyone in
part,
the chat?
Brian. You're looking the part.
Mate, do you know what? I've had a brilliant deadline day. Do you know what I've done this deadline day?
Not watched
Watch
any
Suits.
Tottenham.
I've been watching Suits.
See the
I've not
money
watched-
when I buy da.
I've not been
A
watching
greenback
single second.
boogie.
I've not watched a single second of deadline day. I've not watched a single press conference from
Oh,
Tottenham.
Brian, you missed it, man. You missed
What?
it.
You've
The
not seen the bumper?
hijacking.
You've not seen the
the
bumper?
hijacking of
Oh
Arsenal,
no!
man.
You messaged me. All I have been doing is obviously I check my phone when notifications come through. This football club. This football club is just absolutely something else.
First of all, I want to get your reaction on the massive coup for Tottenham Hotspur. James, is his name James Wilson?
Wilson, come
James
on.
Wilson.
Get it right.
You know what? All I can say, which is lucky for my nephews, and going to be lucky for your children, Ben, and anyone that's got kids or grandkids around that age, because the amount of youngsters we sign, in about 15 years, we're going to be great. You look at it. We've got
That's
Solanke.
what I was told 15 years ago.
We've got Solanke as our only recognised striker. I've stopped calling Moani a striker because a striker scores goals. So Moani is a footballer. He's not a striker. So we've only got Solanke. So then what we'll do is we'll sign an 18-year-old from Hearts that can't get in the Hearts team to then rival Mason Melia and Oliver Boast that we signed.
No,
to give
just a
them more
replacement for
competition.
Herbie James, mate.
So, mate, what is going on here? So, we've only got one recognised striker, and
Yeah.
fair play to Dominic Solanke since he's been back. Fair play to that man. How we're going to address that is we'll sign another one. But then let's just go through where Spurs were January the 1st and where they are here February the 2nd. So, we had Pedro Porro play every minute, every second, and let's just abuse his body.
Yep.
Injured.
Yeah.
You had Spence, who was being rested, even though Porro should have been rested, injured. The only recognised established fullback we have is the most injury-prone one at the moment in Destiny. So we went into this window with Spence and Porro. They're both gone, and the only
there
one...
you go. How has that actually worked out? Because for the majority of the season, our only actually recognised striker was the most injury-prone one as well, and now, surprise, surprise, he's injured.
And Ben, when did he get injured? The day Solanke came back when we were at Villa.
Yeah.
Then to make it even better, we end the summer window and go, right, do you know what? The players we brought in were good. Not gonna lie, we had a good window. We were still short in the summer, but compared to previous windows, that was a good window for quality. But we all said the one missing piece was a left winger.
Yeah.
So we haven't brought in that left winger, but we had Brennan Johnson available on the right. We'll sell him on the first day. Then Kudus gets injured. And we go, right, we've got no right winger because Kulu's got to have an injection in his knee. He's not even back, so we've gone in needing a left winger. We don't have a right winger. So our only fullback, our only recognised fullback is our most injury-prone one. And we went into this window with 2 right wingers, we got none. But let's sign an 18-year-old from Hearts.
And also, Brian, we're now the only 2 wingers fit and available are the 2 wingers that he hasn't trusted for most of the season.
What I will say, that's him. What I will say, that's right, I'm drinking a lot of coffee at the moment. My jet lag,
right.
it's still... And I apologise to him for not coming on the fan show yesterday. It was minus 18.
I don't blame you.
And I didn't really fancy standing outside waiting to get on. So I was like, do you know what? Back at the yard, I'll socialise with everyone. But yeah, you look at it. What I will say is, and people will have their say on this, I actually think Odegaard has looked so much better and more comfortable on the right. Not saying that he's the answer, or that he's good enough and we don't need better. I think he looks a lot more comfortable, a lot more effective, and a lot more dangerous on the right wing. It's still not good enough, but he's looked good there. Tell we know about the treatment he's been getting from Frank. It's just an absolute mess. We are an absolute mess of a football club. And like you said, the hijack is on. We hijacked...
The hijack
Arsenal.
is complete. It's not on.
Mate, it's done. It's done. We've done Villa and Arsenal over there. Let's go take a City target now. Let's see who City want.
We also have to rely as well on Moani, who's been angling for a move back to Juventus, and who would happily go there if we agreed.
And let's not forget Tell has been asking to leave as well.
Mate, I can't believe it's taken the ding 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 ding. It literally, mate, another day in paradise at the shit show that is Tottenham Hotspur.
Brian, what was your thoughts on the goings-ons at the stadium yesterday? Because I tried to find some sort of protest that was just non-existent. I mean, I was walking around the concourse trying to find any sort of little protest. I bumped into Lyndon, and that was about the extent of the protest, mate. I saw Phil there as well, but it was literally me, Phil, and Lyndon just standing there, and that was about it.
Joe, I'm going to be very careful what I say here, but I've got a lot to say on this, so I'm going to be very, very careful. Obviously,
don't hold
people
back,
know.
Daigle. You don't need to be careful.
I mean
amongst,
because
you're
I'm
amongst friends here.
I'm talking about when I go on to talk about change for Spurs, because I know a lot of them closely, personally. I applaud everything they're trying to do, but there's a breakdown here. So first of all, what I want to go back to is, if you remember when me, Billy, Boogie, Rosie, Andrew, all the others, Ryan Isaacs, Graham, when we started at the training ground, we started before, opposite the club shop, and we used to get mixed numbers. It could be 15 one day, it could be 100 the next day, it could be whatever. Every single home game, you knew where we were. We were there 3 or 4 hours before kick-off. Maybe we were there a bit too long and shouldn't have got there as quickly as early as we did, but we were there.
You got there at like 6 in the morning or something crazy, didn't you?
No, mate, we got there for 3 o'clock games. We were there about 10 o'clock to set all those banners up, and then stayed from about, or maybe 10 till 2, 2:30, whatever. but we were there. Come rain, sun or snow. Even after the 6-1 against Newcastle, Ben and Simmons, you'll remember you came and joined us when we did the Man U one, which was the first midweek game that we arranged where people finished. We did the training ground. Now, we got applauded by many. We got abused by a hell of a lot more. But we stood up for what we believed in. We said we were going to be there. We were there. We did. What I will say, what Change for Spurs have done brilliantly is what they've done with the media, which was far above any of our thoughts. Or we would just get there, make sure we're there. There's no real plan. It was just turn up, make a noise, whatever. Change for Spurs have tried to do so much. The protests last season, the marches were really taking off. You hear it all week on social media, on Twitter, on all kinds of social media boards. You see it in your chat, my chat, everyone other's chat. You hear it on TalkSport. You hear it everywhere. Fan unrest, blah 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 blah. And then it comes to game day. Everything is laid on a plate for them. And I'm talking about the ones that do want change. If you don't back the change and you're happy with where the club is and you're not protesting, fine. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about these people that go, yeah, I'm going to the game. I'll be there. I'll do this. Da, 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 da. And they do nothing. They do nothing. I mean, if Change for Tottenham had said, you know what, we're doing a walkout after the 5 minutes, I would have gone. I would have walked out in 5 minutes because for me, that bigger picture is bigger than that 90 minutes. And I understand the game was in the second half. Second half, Tottenham turned up. When Liverpool and other teams arrange these walkouts for the good of the club, they walk. They go. Maybe not the whole stadium, but the people that say all the things like, I want change, I want this, I want that. The fans of this football club do nothing. And I'm talking about here, the match day going fans, the ones that actually run their mouths and say, yeah, I want change, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'll be there, and then don't turn up. I had it time and time again happen with us, and it's just a sad state of times. Like I said, if you don't want change and you don't believe change is needed, and you're not there and saying, yeah, I'm going to the game, I'm staying for the full 90 minutes, I'm going to support the team, fair play. Fair play, you'll do what you say and you say what you do. But there's so many people that talk a good game across these platforms, which kind of, when Change for Spurs start thinking about what's going on and they're planning, they get told X, Y, Z are meant to come. But when they don't come, like I said, with the group I did, as you know, opposite the club shop, we had plans to be all around the stadium, outside the train station. But if the people don't come, if there's 100 people there, we're not going to say, oh, 20 of you go there, 20 of you go there, 20 of you go there. You dilute the numbers. How can you arrange to do something? The only thing I would have done different yesterday, and I hope Change for Spurs do it if they do try that again, is do a walk-in, not a walk-out. If you said, right, rather than walking out 15 minutes, like 75 minutes, if you say everyone stay in the concourse, watch the games on all the TVs there, keep your seats empty, and then go in after 15 minutes, they get that vision. You saw when Man City did it this season, didn't they? They didn't go in for 10 minutes in the game and their the concourses were packed.
What the hell are Man City protesting about?
I can't remember what that. I think it was ticket prices or something. They were. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ben, you hit the hammer on the head there. What have Man City got to protest about?
Yeah.
They protested about. You know what I mean? They got nothing to protest about on the pitch. Nothing. Off the pitch. Whether it's ticket prices or whatever it may have been. I'm sure it was ticket prices, but 10,000 of them stayed in the concourse for 10 minutes. If 10,000 people didn't go into that south stand, for example, or the stadium, you know that's because of the protest. If people had walked out after 75 minutes, it could have been, I'm leaving because I want to get the train home early, or if we were losing, right, I've had enough. You know what I mean? So, Change for Spurs
I don't think it's possible. I genuinely do not think it's possible to get a protest organised at Spurs that will make a difference in terms of the stuff in the stadium that we're talking about here. I don't think it's possible.
Because look, this is the thing that gets me. Like I said, once Levy left, and Edic were making all the right noises. Vinay was putting videos out, Paratici back, the guy that they brought in from the City Group, all the things that they were doing. And when I was in the studio with either one of you, they were making all the noises that sounded like, right, they're making footballing decisions. And we heard from Frank, and we heard when Vinay and Lange, not Vinay and Lange, Paratici and Lange did that video. Yep, we're already planning for January. We're doing this, we're doing that. So they're active and running their mouths before the window opens. They do a where's Waldo or where's Wally back home and go missing for all of this window. And you just know someday this week there will be a Vinay and Lange video saying, yeah, we tried. The opportunities weren't. We were waiting for those opportunities.
Frank's already started that one with the "We tried Semenyo" thing in the press conference.
But you know Vinay and Lange will appear out of nowhere this week. If there's anything you can bank on at Tottenham this week, is that Vinay and Lange will come out with another bullshit production.
Well, he did a statement, didn't he, Vinay, in the programme?
Before the West Ham game,
even during the window, saying we're going to break our wage structure, all this stuff.
Sim, brother, even that, I think I was saying it with Ben when I was... Ben, oh no, it was you and me, Sim, for the watch-along, wasn't it, West Ham? That Vinay statement should have been in the Sunderland programme, the first game of the year, to say, right, January's open, this is our intentions. Funny how that all of a sudden made its way into the programme the day before a protest, didn't it? Mm-hmm. The games are... it's just lunacy. Like I said, I've taken a whole new look on what I do with Spurs now. I'll obviously always be coming on here no matter what, because I love you two dearly. And Sammy, I don't want Sammy getting jealous in the back there.
He was getting really jealous there. I could feel it.
I could bet he's pacing up and down now, doing whatever. But I've got to the point now, like I said, when I watch Match of the Day, or Match of the Day 2, whatever, when it comes to the Spurs games now, I fast forward the Spurs game, as in the match, if we've lost or whatever. I skip past Frank's interview and the other manager, and I listen to what the pundits say. Like, now that this game, now, the day off the game, the day after the game, I normally across a lot of things, and I get active on social media, or I watch a lot of content. And now I'm like, once today's over, I won't give a flying fuck about anything until Manchester United.
Yeah.
Not a thing. It's like, and then Man United will come, watch the Man U game, day after as well, have a look into everything and come on here, whatever, and then I'll be done till Newcastle. I'm not letting this overtake my life anymore.
Yeah. So when it comes to obviously, I know you never really like when it comes to Inika. I remember like asking you near the beginning of the season, are you still kind of that opinion now? Levy's gone. You said I'm going to wait to the January window. I'm going to see what it's at first. I'm going to be basically keeping a very close eye on that window and see what they do. Yeah. So for you, is this like, do they get a strike system, or is it that's it? They've 3 strikes already in one window.
Mate, I don't know if you've gathered by my attire. I don't know if you cracked my code. I actually said to him that I was going to give him 2 windows.
2 windows.
Right, if you look at what's gone on with all the stuff they were pumping out to us, which was the same old, but because Levy had gone, you thought, okay, maybe this is going to be different. Then the 100 million they pumped in. Then you realise, Kern sent me this, Ben and Sim. If you look at this window alone, I don't know why my camera's moving like that. I do apologise.
It's all right.
We signed...
It's for dramatic effect.
We signed Gallagher for... Yes, like EastEnders, isn't it? It's like the sisters. I need that. We signed Conor Gallagher for how much was it? 35?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the Brennan Johnson money. Mm-hmm. We signed Sousa for whatever it was, and we got £42 million for getting fourth in the Champions League. We've actually come out.
Apparently, we made a hell of a lot more than 42 million on the Champions League.
So again, we've come in without them pumping. Or they put the 100 in, which we haven't spent. We've just replaced Johnson for Gallagher, monetary wise, not positionally, obviously. Brought in this left back. I got the 35 million back for Johnson and whatever the Champions minimum, let's say, Ben, of 42 million. We've come out of January in profit again.
Yeah, and they talk about all this stuff about they want to win games and win games more often. Yet they sell our highest goal scorer from the season before. Not only do they don't replace him, but they recall Manor Solomon and send him straight out on loan when that's the exact area which they said which was a priority coming into this window. Like, I just don't understand it.
No, like I said to you, and I said at the time, when we sold Brennan Johnson, I weren't dead against it.
Yeah.
And there was reasons I weren't dead against it, and those reasons were, I said for a long time, these kind of players that are on the fringe, so to speak, they're not guaranteed first starters. We've had a problem getting these players out the door and getting any kind of value for them. They've either gone on loan or we've taken a year to try and extend their contract to try. So I wasn't getting 35 million for him. I was fine with, because you would have thought, right, they've got to have a plan.
Yeah.
They've got to have something in store to take that money. I mean, they took the first bid as well, didn't they? There are other clubs that are interested. They could have had a bidding war, but nope, we'll get that done. But I was, yes, he was our top goal scorer, but he was our top goal scorer because of the style of football Ange wanted to play. That back that cross to the back post was a tried and tested over and over again. And one thing Brennan Johnson did have was incredible timing to be at the right place at the right time. Everything else, I mean, you've seen, even Crystal Palace fans are going, he is the worst player I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Already. So you look at, I wasn't opposed to him going, because I was like, that's what I want to see. Fringe players, go out, get some value, but have someone ready to come in.
Yeah.
Have a player ready to go, right, we got rid of him because we're upgrading, and now you're going to see why we got rid of him. But then we only had Kudus, and we just overplayed Kudus to death. Then he picks up an injury. As we all saw, Kulusevski's in Barcelona right now. I don't know if he's back or whatever. But he went to Barcelona last week to go see a knee specialist. So that 4-week injection obviously hasn't done well. So we got no right winger. Do you know what? I feel sorry for Archie Gray again. He is literally right. Everyone's fucked. We're just gonna. I'm gonna start calling him Google Street Maps because we just pop him wherever he wants to go. Every time we have an injury, it's like we just pick up that yellow man and go, "There you go, Archie."
When's he gonna get injured? It's amazing. He hasn't been injured yet, hasn't it?
Mate, and then look at it, and the other thing that's annoying me, and again, I don't know how you two feel about people in the chat. Yves Baluma. I just think this sets a precedent to say you can come in late to training. You can have your balloon gate twice. You can have a pouring attitude that every single manager has pulled you up on. But rather than addressing the issue and getting him out the door and bringing in a player to replace him, don't worry, you carry on doing that. Because we're we're going to play you. I would rather see a youngster in there than Yves Baluma.
Starting every game, brother. Starting every game.
We just loaned out George Abbott as well. Got George Abbott. We just loaned him out. We just loaned out George Abbott as well. Maybe you could use him.
Scarlett's gone to where's he gone? He's gone to Hibs, hasn't he?
But Brian, in terms of like the window in itself, how much understanding from your side is there about how hard maybe January can be to get the players that you want?
No, I don't buy that crap. I don't buy. Listen. January is a harder window because obviously it's only 31 days, or add February the 1st.
And also it's mid-season, so teams are maybe more reluctant to lose their players.
But if you're a big club and you want a player and you need a player, and let's face it as well, again, we've had this massive PSR and FFP advantage on everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And still, you got to remember, the finances are there. We need quality. Like I said, when me and Ben had our huge ding-dong, well, not a huge ding-dong, but our fiery debate, let's say, which was about 4 years ago.
Big domestic.
And it all started because of the Kieran Trippier transfer to Newcastle. And I'll say, listen, big clubs can do business. Not saying that I wanted Kieran Trippier. They needed a decent right-back. They went and took the La Liga winning right-back out of Atletico Madrid. And if you want the player bad enough and you've got the finances, which we have, Sim, I get, you're right, middle of the season, if it's a top player and they're challenging for the title, are they going to let them go? Van Dijk went to Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen some big deals. And the thing that's really confused me, and I think we all spoke about this, but I know I spoke about this a lot with both of you. This January, I thought the loan market was going to be exceptional. Not just for Spurs, because of World Cup fringe players for their nations wanting to get into a first-team football. We haven't even taken advantage of that. But like you said, Sim, we've waited till the 2nd of February to make a last-ditch hijack for a Hearts 18-year-old.
On loan.
Yeah, but don't forget, I mean, the biggest news was last week that Chris Callan reported. Spurs were delighted to announce that they'd extended their partnership with Monster to be their the club's official energy drink. So these business deals that could get done any time of the year, 365 days a year, will focus on those kind of... I know it's a different team, but this is what the club does.
For you, Brian, when it comes to, the type of signings you were expecting, obviously it's harder to get, established Premier League proven players in January definitely out of Premier League clubs. I know City managed to get Semenyo and Guehi, but they were on Semenyo had a release clause and Guehi had 6 months left in his deal, so they're able to do deals for those players. But in Premier League to Premier League is quite hard to do. But given even within that, let's say we were to make some Brighton style signings, some punts maybe, or some well recruited players. Would that have been a more acceptable situation? Or is it for you, it's just if you can't get those ready-made stars, then don't bother getting anyone?
So, Joe, it would have been, but the thing is, I don't trust, like I said, I trust the Wolves scouting department more than I trust Spurs'. When I came and spoke to you after Frankfurt, if we'd got Larson. Wolves identify players.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust this scouting network at all. Now, the only thing I will say with this, and the only time I will start believing it, Ben is convinced that Poch is coming back next season. If they are going to bring him back and say, do you know what, the last X amount of years have been an absolute cock-up, apart from obviously the Europa League that Anne's brought home, then they have to go get Paul Mitchell back. They have to swallow their pride and eat humble pie twice and go, lad, you're going to fuck right off, and we're going to bring someone in that actually can identify a player.
You know what's just been announced? Fiorentina have signed Daniele Rugani off Juventus on loan. If that doesn't stink Fabio Paratici, I don't know what else does.
So he's doing deals for Fiorentina.
He's doing deals for Fiorentina when he's supposed to be on the books with us until the end of the transfer window.
We should take some Fiorentina players. They're probably better than us at the moment.
Yeah. But that whole thing just stinks, man. If Fabio has announced that he's leaving, why did he even stay on until the end of the transfer window if he's not going to do anything?
This is the history of the Tottenham. The only club that does it. When these kind of things happen, other clubs put the member of staff on gardening leave. Spurs, no, stay for the month. Just chill. You do you. Get another month's wages because you're a bit tight for cash at the moment. Have another month's wages at Spurs. And we'll bid you on your way. Oh, by the way, you can have Manuel Solomon.
But Fabio hasn't started working for Fiorentina, no.
They've got to wait for the deadline date to finish.
Do you think an element of it, Brian, is, with Frank struggling at the moment, maybe they don't want to commit major funds to him, considering he could be out the door?
Yeah, but Sim, I do agree with that. I do agree with that. But then you look at it, there are players like Conor Gallagher, and I don't mean in position, I mean profile, whatever, that will play under any system. You know what I mean? There are certain players you could have brought in. I mean, if we're talking about a new manager coming in next season, we don't even know who it is. I mean, God, if this is how the club plan for players, God knows what they're doing for managers. Hopefully not another 30 point checklist. I don't understand what is going on at this football club at all. But I will say yesterday, I've just got to say, because I didn't get to come on, I saw one of your headlines or thumbnail headlines, and Xavi Simons, my God. Honestly, Ben, we've spoken about this a lot, and his defensive work is incredible. For a number 10, I don't know another number 10 in recent times that has done so much work for the team off the ball. But he is growing in confidence with every single game. His pass for Solanke's first goal, if you want to call it Solanke's, which I couldn't believe was actually given a goal and not a foul after seeing the replays. But Xavi Simons yesterday, he is just grown and grown in stature. I am really enjoying watching him and what he's bringing to the team, and I think we have got a very, very good one there. And hopefully we can build around it. And you see, do you know what? He starts to play better when Paulinho's there, hasn't he? He's got a bit more freedom.
I think he's starting to play really well alongside Dom Solanke. I think he's made a big difference.
Oh, mate, Dom Solanke, like I said, Thomas Frank mentioned him at the very beginning, didn't he? When he came in, he was very happy to be working alongside Dom. He's come back, and whether you're a Dom Solanke fan or not, the fact that he's played 70, 80 minutes and not being eased in like we thought he would have done, and he is contributing in goals. He is contributing in goals, and boy, when Richarlison went out, and he was the only one getting the goals, apart from the defenders, Dominic Solanke has come back in he put it this way, he scored more goals in the second half than Mawani has in the Premier League all season.
Yeah. In terms of Frank, with the window that's just happened, do you think he'll feel backed in terms of since he's come to the club and now this window's happened? Would you say he's been backed? Do you think he'll feel back to the fact he's still here? Maybe is that backing enough, or would he argue? Do you think, look, if you really want me here, if you really believe in me, you should be backing it up with actions speak louder than words, kind of thing?
Yeah, Sim, I'm where you are in the last one. What I will say, any manager that we've had in recent history, if they had looked and had the summer window that Frank had, yes, again, as always, we were short of a player or two, but to bring in the players we brought in genuine quality, especially in Paulinho, Simmons, we brought, and Kudus, obviously. That's 3 quality players that walk into the first team. Or Paulinho should be walking into the first team. So you'd say he was backed. But was he left short? Yes. But did we go and get established Premier League players or players that could do it at a much higher quality and or in a couple of years they'd be great? Yeah, we really did. Compared to recent history. But this window has been... I think you two were saying it when you first came on or before I came on. Even by ENIC standards, they have outdone themselves on shiteness this window. The only thing I will say to you, see, when you were talking before about Levy, the only difference I think Levy would have had if he was here would have been I think Frank may have gone. Or there's a much higher probability. The recruitment still would have been shocking. The only thing that would be different if Daniel Levy was here would have been Frank may have gone. Because even when you mentioned Dragusin and Werner, well, Werner was a car crash.
Mm-hmm.
Dragusin was the wrong profile of defender for Ange.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we went and brought in players, but they weren't the real deals ever, were they? They were the potential No,
I agree, but at least he did something. He tried to do something.
Did.
You know what I mean?
You say he tried.
I'm not saying it was the right signings, but I'm just saying he understood the desperation. He's like, okay, we'll try and get you something.
Oh no,
take a risk.
Sim, that part you're right. But like I'm saying, he bought the wrong style of defender for Ange in Dragusin. He brought Timo Werner in, who is, quite frankly, shocking everywhere he's been since his first stint at Leipzig. And then not only did they see him at close quarters for the first loan, they went, yeah, you know what, we'll bring you back for a second one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So yes, we went out and brought in bodies, but again, it wasn't the quality. It was just it was squad filler, wasn't it? That's all we do. We squad fill. We don't bring in quality.
A few squad fillers from now to the end of the season wouldn't be too bad right now.
Well, what have we got? We've got 31 minutes. Another Rafa van der Vaart deal in the offing.
Got half an hour to submit the deal sheet.
I'll take Rafa van der Vaart now.
We've got half an hour to submit the deal sheet.
I mean, like I said, I haven't watched a single thing today. Has there been any other big moves anywhere?
Not really.
Dwight McNeil might be going to... where might he be going to?
Palace.
Oh, a winger. So they've got... the Palace men have got Johnson. They're going to go get another one. Whilst we don't have a right one. Of course.
Mateta fell through.
Yeah, I saw it was for Milan, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mateta fell through.
Like I said, mate, honestly, as I got home from the yard yesterday, I was going to do late night Lily White and do an all-nighter, but that's going to be tonight. because the jet lag and the cold just caught up with me yesterday. And I was going to watch Transfer Deadline Day. I started watching a bit of it around 2 in the morning your time, so about 9 p.m. my time. By about 10 o'clock, I was like, yeah, that's enough. That's enough. And I haven't watched a single second of Sky Sports News. It's been quite a lovely deadline day for me, just watching Suits.
We've been sitting here stressed all day. What I don't understand is what our bloody scouting and recruitment department do all day. Well, I don't get what they're employed to do.
Axel Disasi is undergoing a medical at West Ham.
Do you know what? I wish they could do another all or nothing type documentary at Tottenham, but only focused on the board and the boardroom. Just to show what they're actually doing behind the scenes.
You don't want that propaganda, Brian.
Oh, mate, do you know what? I would, mate, I would live for it. I would live for it just to call it all out. It's just terrible. It's just, I don't understand how they do this as a football club. I just don't understand. We thought that there'd be passion, there'd be desire. We heard that we wanted to compete on the footballing side of things. What have they done to show that they want to compete?
Absolutely nothing.
The only thing that I will give Enoch praise for this window is the Gallagher deal, but not forgetting why I say that and the reason that it impressed me, and the Johnson deal. That Johnson deal and the Gallagher deal. Tell me another Spurs transfer that got wrapped up within a day. Either selling or buying, where it's like, right, bid in, done, off you go. And then Benson Core got injured. And I think we all know if Benson Core hadn't got injured.
Kudus was like that, wasn't it?
It wasn't that quick. No, we
Not
had a 5 million. We had the obligatory 5 million.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We had
Morgan Gibbs-White was going to be that quick.
Oh, yeah, it was going to be, wasn't it? It was. But you look at it, Benson Core got injured. And then, obviously, he was going to Villa, whatever. So I don't think we would have got Gallagher if Benson Core stayed fit. But that was a big transfer, not monetarily wise, but for the type of player, England international, knows the print. And Spurs got it wrapped up damn quick. So they showed that they can do it. They can act, and they can act fast. But it's always like our substitutions, isn't it? It's always reactive, not proactive.
Yeah.
It's just a sad state, but the window will close. We'll get on with the rest of this season. We'll have a World Cup to look forward to. And then guess what? We'll be in the end of August.
Ding.
We'll start the transfer window. Okay, who had a good World Cup? Who are we going to bring in? Who's the new manager? Poch is here. Is he going to be backed or whoever it may be? And then we'll all be here September the 1st going, what the fuck was that?
No, Poch comes in, and that's another excuse not to make too many signings because Poch has to assess the squad.
Oh yeah, he can work well with youth. So we've got about.
He's so good with young.
I think our youth team is about the size of the Chelsea first team. It's just.
Well, we're signing loan players for the youth team, Brian.
Do you know what, Boyd? I actually reckon if Sammy ever got the chance to do this, or Vinny, or whoever, or you guys, if you went back and did all your deadline days, and then you got people like me, Stell, all the regulars that have come on, and listened to what and just put the deadline day evaluation of the window, I guarantee every single one will still be appropriate today.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not enough. We didn't do this. We should have got that. We should have got that. Once again, literally, you could play the deadline day clips from 3, 4, 5 windows ago, and they'll be as relevant then as they are today.
You know, Bournemouth went and replaced Antoine Semenyo much quicker than we bloody replaced Brendan Johnson. Why didn't we just go try and get that Ryan? We already scouted him. We'd already been linked with him.
Anytime Bournemouth sign a player and they identify a replacement, a lot of teams should have a look at their replacement.
Yeah.
Because you look at their back four. They got rid of Kirkes, Hussein, and who's the other one again? They lost 3 defenders. Who's the third one?
Kirkes, Hyson, and Zabiani, yeah.
And they found 3 replacements. Bang.
Well, yeah. It's not like they're doing great because they concede 3 goals a game.
I mean, if you look at how they settled in when they played us at home, you look at they'll go get, for a fact in about 3 years that Semenyo replacement.
We should have
We'll
just
go
gone
somewhere
and got
for around
Ryan,
60
man.
mil.
35
He looked
million.
good on his debut, man.
Assist already, first
He
game.
looked good. He looked really good.
It's what other teams do.
Good
We have the
scouting.
data analytics, but we don't do anything with them. We'll see. We just got to get. Look, I'm more looking forward to the World Cup now, and being in the host city and enjoying my summer, and soaking in the World Cup atmosphere, and doing everything that just get. Once this window's done, move
Well, that's
on.
all right for you, mate. What do we have to look forward to?
Mate.
You've left us in the lurch here in London.
Mate, what can I say?
Yeah,
Well,
you
you
got-
know you're
got on your
always
flight,
welcome
got
here.
on
You
your-
two are always welcome
Got on
here.
your flight to
got-
Canada, setting off into the sunset, World Cup host city.
Yeah, the sun is out right now, but currently it is. It's only -7. It's t-shirt weather, t-shirt and short weather. It was minus 17 or 18 something yesterday, -27 on Friday, -24 when I landed on Thursday. It's not been nice. It's not been nice. But it is good back. It is so good to be back here.
Yeah, I bet.
It is, brother. It was the Scotland Yard yesterday was great. But yeah, we just do what we do with Spurs. We go again against Manchester United. The way they're playing, that guy's getting very, very, very close to his haircut.
Yep,
Yeah.
Either of you going to Old Trafford?
I am. Going up there.
Well, have fun.
try.
Sim's got a lovely coach trip up there.
Oh, has he?
I do. It's an early
they're
one,
good
though. It's an
coaches.
early kickoff, so...
So yeah, but Ben and I went to two. We went to 1-3-0 win and 1-3-0 defeat. So you're probably going for a boring 0-0 draw, Sim.
looking forward. Knowing Frank, will we have a shot on target? We'll see.
Well, mate.
Shots on target
but-
have been at a premium, no, less than. I mean, they're coming in their droves. Shots on target.
Actually, there is something I want to ask you guys, because obviously, like I said, I haven't checked anything. A couple of players Romero went off at half time and Solanke hobbled off, but I think, has there been any update if there is any knocks or anything to them, or
So,
just precautions?
Romero was ill before the game, apparently. And
Okay.
apparently was ill before Frankfurt and kind of soldiered on. And they said they had to manage him in this game, so he was taken off at half time.
Okay,
Solanke said he rolled his ankle.
Oh, Jesus.
But he said...
Oh, no.
but he
See you
said-
in 2028. See you in
he
2028.
said he should be fine, but we'll see.
Oh, God. What? He'll be back after the international break, Sim.
He said he'll be fine. I don't know. Take that as we will.
He's dead. He's dead. Okay.
I really hope it wasn't the
Yep.
bad ankle.
It'll be. It's worse than first feared. Going for scans. We know the
Yeah.
drill.
Brian, what's
If only
your...
there was a window where you could make sure you got cut, some kind of window where you could bring players in to make your squad stronger. If only.
Yeah, there's no window. Today's transfer deadline day to everyone else but Tottenham Hotspur fans. We call it Monday night. But
Wait, honestly,
Brian,
honestly,
what's your rating for the window?
I knew he was going to make that noise.
And
Mate.
the camera actually zoomed in as you made the noise as well.
you know what, Steve? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to get an earworm to get into your. I'm trying to think of something to put into your head, mate. It's really low. I am happy with the Gallagher deal.
Yeah.
I really do think we've got a player there that will be able to help us grow and be a great team player and be a pivotal part of the first squad going forward. But like you said before I came on, when you read out what the list was from Ali Gold,
Yeah.
then my evaluation when I said we've got no fit right back and our only recognised full back is the most injury prone one. Then you look at the winger situation. Mate, I saw a lot of people giving it 1s and 2s. That's exactly where I am.
Which one? One or
Because-
two? Don't sit on the fence, Daigle. Come on, give us a number. You can give decimals if you
mate.
really want.
Mate, let's go 2. Let's go 2. Let's just try and be a little bit. I mean,
A little bit positive, yeah.
yeah, that's how positive we are. I'm giving it a 2 out of 10.
I'm trying to turn over a new
A
leaf. I'm
resounding-
trying
I'm
to
gonna
look
give it a
things positively. I'm
resounding 2
going
out of 10.
to give
Well
it
done,
2.
everyone.
I'm going to give it 2. I'm
Round
trying
of
to look...
applause, everyone. Round of applause for your 2 out of 10. mate, like I said, I think Gallagher is a very good signing, but he's not the player. Like you said, we needed a ball-playing midfielder. I think for right now, obviously he's grown to the role, but he wasn't what we needed right now.
He looked good
Why
on the
is Matt Cameron
weekend.
doing that?
It's for dramatic effect, I told you.
Mate, but I don't know. Mate, it's like my hair's moving. Oh, I need to shave my hair. Mate, it's all kicking off here. But yeah, I just think it's another window where Enoch have fooled everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fans react. As in, inside the stadium. I mean, I was waiting to hear the Enoch out chants and everything. I didn't hear one.
There was not even a chant, never mind an eating out chant. In the first half, you could hear a pin drop.
Mate, honestly, when they went 2-0 up, I thought someone had muted the TVs in the Scotland Yard. We were louder than the Hotspur Stadium yesterday in the Scotland Yard.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
It's madness, isn't it? It's madness. But yeah, let's see. I just hope. And like I said, change for Spurs need to. I mean, you look at where I didn't like when that person showed that picture. You know when they showed the walkout and no one was. They were in the concourse and no one was walking out. If you're arranging a 75-minute walkout, people from Change to Spurs go stand there, and at least show you're doing it as well. You know what I mean? If you can say everyone walk out at the 75th minute.
But look, the other thing to that as well is that was just a small part of the concourse. The concourse goes around the whole stadium, and it's a massive area over 3 levels. Like that was just one picture of one part of the concourse.
Ben, that's actually a very, very valid point that I hadn't even thought of. Well done, Lord Ben. You did well there, but you know what I mean. It's like if you're going to organise these things, and I mean no malice at all or hate towards Change for Spurs. I adore them. I love what they're trying to do. As you guys know, I know a lot of them very, very well. But like I said, when we were doing our thing, we stood outside that training ground, outside that club shop. We were there from beginning to end. If you're going to arrange something, at least kind of show your faces, be there to lead it. Just, I hope they. The good thing with Change for Spurs is they'll take the information or the results of what happened yesterday and go, right, the walkouts aren't going to work.
Have they come out and said anything after yesterday?
Say again?
Have they come out and said anything after yesterday?
I don't think so. I know they've come in for a lot of criticism on social media, and as you know, social media is going to do that. It's going to do that. I've had it with when we were doing our protest. It's part and parcel, isn't it? So yeah, I hope they just look at things. Because everything Change for Spurs do media-wise on their social media channels and social media pages, they do everything right. They've got about it brilliantly. They've got the awareness. They've done everything so well.
Yeah.
But when push comes to shove and everything's laid on the plate for the match day going fans that say they do want change and do want protest, for them then to do nothing, but then all this week go, you watch after the deadline day goes, Talk Sport, all our chats, social media, oh, this was pathetic, Enoch out, hashtag Video out, Lange out. But you don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
That's the sad thing. And those people at the stadium, you're the ones that can have the major impact. You've got the, I don't know if you want to say the blessing or curse of being able to watch that every single week.
Well, it was a curse in the first half, and it was a blessing in the second half.
Mate, second half Tottenham's back again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brian,
How can we come out so differently?
It's difficult at the moment, isn't it, Brian, when it comes to kind of the messaging of the protest? Because I think beforehand, like last season, you had Levy at the helm, and you can kind of just like. Yep. Put all your eye on him. The messaging is Levy out. You know, that's very clear. He's the problem. Get him out. Now with, Enoch 2.0, what is the messaging, I guess? Is it because, people say we need a footballing project. Okay, what's that? We need ambition. Okay, what's ambition? Is it just spend more money? Well, we do spend money. What's the footballing project? Okay, what do you want from a footballing project? We don't appear to have one, but maybe we do, and it just takes a while to implement. So it's like, it's very muddled, isn't it, about how you get a message across and get people to get behind it when it's difficult to know what we're protesting, I guess, or what people to understand.
But so, the bit I don't get about this is that we know that Frank is not. He's wanted out by a majority of Spurs fans.
Mm-hmm.
I was Frank's biggest supporter, and obviously I can't support him the way he's been going or whatever. But, and I mean this for all football clubs, but obviously Tottenham a lot more. It's not just down to the manager. This thing keeps repeating itself over and over and over and over again with our football club. And obviously the managers take a lot of the responsibility. They get a lot of the credit, a lot of the responsibility. But how, when people have been going so nuts about Vinay, so nuts about Lange, so nuts about Enoch, well, the reason we didn't really go for Joe Lewis and Enoch is because Joe Lewis was never there. You never saw Charlie and Vivian there. Well, they are there now. Lange is there, Vinay is there. Everyone's saying across everywhere, get them out, get them out. Yet you go into the ground and it's all on Thomas Frank. And I don't think that's right. Thomas Frank deserves criticism for what he's doing wrong. But the people up top, like your Vinays, like your Langes, and your Charlie and Vivians, that have come in, why are they being escaped from the blame? But Frank is getting it all thrown his way, where it's not all his fault. The style of football on the pitch, 100% is his fault. But that's that. The rest of it, and the collapse of this football club, from where we were with Poch and what we were trying to do, and Conte's and whatever, to where we are now, is all on the people upstairs.
Yeah.
And they get a free ride. So, Sim, I agree with you. When Levy was there, it was the obvious target.
Mm-hmm.
He's not there now. So, all that anger is going towards Frank, and it shouldn't all be going to Frank. Yes, it should for the footballing, but there is so much more at fault with this football club than what's going on the pitch. And I don't think it gets better on the pitch till we address all the, almost said a bad word there, all the bastards, let's go for, upstairs.
No, my point being, when we're all trying to organise a protest and trying to get people behind it, it's difficult to get the messaging right to know what's clear, I guess, in terms of what we're wanting from the board, or we're wanting from a protest, I guess.
Sim, I think you're absolutely right there, because the thing is, well, there's people that are saying, don't do this during the game, support the lads, get behind the team. Well, look what Lazio did.
Mm-hmm.
Do you reckon that made it? Look at the statement that made. Will it affect change?
What did they do?
Did you see the pictures? Lazio on Friday or Saturday had a mass protest. About 40,000 people didn't go to the stadium.
The thing is,
like
literally
30,000. Yeah,
like
It's
literally
here.
30,000. Right, we're not
empty
going in.
stadium.
Wow.
The thing is,
literally-
Brian, though, that it's
Go on,
a
bro.
big difference in cultural fan.
With the ultras, yeah.
You know what I mean? They've got ultras, and most Italian
Yep.
clubs do, that literally control the fan base and have a big
Yep.
say at the football club.
Yep.
We don't have
But-
that.
but-
English clubs
but
don't have
Sim,
that.
Even if we had 10% of that, 10% of that makes a massive difference. But like I said, this all goes down to, we just blame the managers.
Yeah.
Now Levy's gone. Obviously, Levy was a massive target, a massive scalp to get out of this football club. Well, now the other dominoes need to fall.
Yeah, exactly.
And the longer we go into home games and all that pressure is aimed at Frank, then no, you need to direct it at Vinay and Lange, the Lewis children, and it all, whether you do it during the game at half time. But you've been in there with us guys. Even when you try to get the Levy out chant, you got bad looks if you sang it. It would only do like one round. It was only when the I don't care about Levy chant came out that it went proper for ages and ages.
Me and good old Graham started an Enoch out chant yesterday, but didn't get going, funnily enough.
Graham was in gotta love that Graham. Gotta love that man.
Not
Was it as good as I?
not your Graham, the Graham that sits next to me.
Oh, the one behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant our Graham. I'm shocked to hear that you got a song going, Ben. I'm
I
absolutely.
didn't. We didn't get it going. We tried to get it going.
No, I mean that you created one.
Yeah.
You are incredible. You are as good at getting chants created
Well, clearly
as
not, 'cause
Sim
I
is at
couldn't get it
remembering
going.
scores. That's the comparison.
Yeah. Well, if I was that good, I would have been able to get it going because no one got it going.
If I'd been there with you, I'd have been screaming it with you.
Yeah, there would have been 3 of us instead of 2 of us.
That's another thing, because I didn't get to see it. How was my darling, my superstar, how was Super Jan?
I didn't see him.
That's blasphemy. You and me can have words on the way home.
I
You
went
and me
out-
can have words.
I went out at half time completely forgetting. I was just fuming. I was fuming at half time, and I just had to leave that stadium for a few
You
minutes.
didn't even get it. You didn't even get it recorded for me.
No, nothing.
Mate, we are. Well, I'm reporting you to HR.
He looked great on the TV when I couldn't hear a word he was saying.
Mate, I love that. Mate, my favourite defender ever to play for Tottenham. I love that man. And do you know what? That's the kind of guy. When you were speaking before I came on, and you were going, there was a super chat. I can't remember who from that said about footballing brains in the club. I would take Jan Vertonghen back in any capacity at this football club. Like
What's he doing?
coaching, board,
What's he doing these
director,
days, Jan
anything.
Vertonghen?
He retired. He retired from Antwerp. Or, yeah, it was Antwerp he was at. He's retired. I would take him back in any capacity within this football club immediately.
UEFA, Jan Vertonghen has his A coaching license.
There you go. Well, mate, even if he came as like a director of football in the board level to bring some kind of footballing education and footballing experience to the football club, I think Jan would be brilliant for this club.
Well, he's got his licenses.
There you go. Spurs next manager. And I'll tell you one thing. If Jan Vertonghen ever became Tottenham manager, I guarantee you we could get relegated and I will still love and support him. That man is got. Him and Paul Gascoigne are gods to me. My favourite two. They are gods.
Did you have the same energy with Glenn Hoddle?
Well, Glenn Hoddle, I only caught the tail end of. Like the very, very. He left after the FA Cup final defeat to Coventry. And I was what? I was 8.
You didn't have the same energy with Ryan Mason. He was a great servant to the club.
Yeah, mate. Let's go that. So I really, really caught the tail end of Hoddle, and the only way I say about the greatest players is if I've seen them. If I've seen them play live and regularly. So till the day I die, no one will replace Jan Vertonghen and Paul Gascoigne as my favourite ever Spurs players. Ever.
You never know. You never know what's round the corner.
Mate, put it this way, Paul Gascoigne left in 1992, and think about the players we've had since 1992, and no one comes close to him for me. No one comes close.
You got Jan Vertonghen.
Jan Vertonghen is 2, but mate, the gap is Gaza, Vertonghen, and then the rest are fucking miles below.
I reckon Jan could be a good manager one day.
Mate, I honestly get him and Toby as a manager and assistant.
Yeah.
But mate, honestly, I think Jan Vertonghen would be great for this football club. I really hope he does take a career in football, not the media, like actually. And if he does, bring him home.
Maybe Poch can add Jan to his coaching staff.
Oh, now that's
Now you're
salivating.
talking. Now you're talking.
Now I'm doing the Homer Simpson.
And then when
Mate,
Poch gets sacked, we can have Jan as interim.
There you go. There you go, mate. There you go. Mate, then I'll be happy all day long.
6 minutes, guys. 6
Get
minutes
ready,
of
the
reserve.
bomber's coming, Daigle.
Yeah, right, you watch. Spurs make last minute bid for Rodrigo.
Yeah. Look, we
Wait,
haven't
you
even
had-
had that. Usually on deadline day, we at least like wake up to like something that we know is never going to happen. We didn't
Yeah.
even have
Mate,
that
has
today.
it? No, but Sim, Ben, has this been the 1st January where it's been so shit you haven't even had the daily whatever, have you?
No,
Daily
nothing.
nothing. Even Gallagher
Probably the
was
Daily
done within
Sousa.
an hour.
Daily Sousa, would it? Would it have been the Daily Sousa?
To be fair, Gallagher's been in the works for what, 3 years?
Yeah, true.
That's right, then Adama will be here soon by that.
Everyone
by that
goes on
estimation.
about how quickly we got Gallagher done. People forget about the last 3 years.
Mate, the worst one for that was the Daily Porro.
No.
Literally from day one till about an hour before the deadline.
Well, the one thing that that happened today is that Adingra moved to Monaco. That was big.
That was the highlight of the day. For a moment, it looked like maybe Akilush could be moving, but never materialised.
Well, that's another one that was going from the start of the window, wasn't it? But there's been interest for a long time, hasn't there? Was it in the summer we were going for him, wasn't it? Or linked to?
Yeah.
Can't remember if it was this summer or the January before. But yeah, that's... Who knows? But at least we can say in, like you said, 6 minutes or 4 minutes now, we don't need to talk transfers until the summer.
And we go with what we got.
Yep. And we haven't got a lot.
What we do have, though, is over 1,000 people here in the live chat. So big up to each and every one of you.
Big up to them.
Come on.
Big up to them. And I hope a lot of them, if they're on this side of the pond, are going to come and join us on Late Line Nilly White at 2 a.m. your time, 9 p.m. my time, to review this extraordinary transfer window.
Groundbreaking window. It's not every window you hijack an Arsenal deal for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Not every window.
Mate, I couldn't believe when I seen that they were going to try and get Ornstein quoted about Tonali. I was like, oh, don't go get Tonali.
Yeah, that was never going to happen.
Mate, I mean, who would you rather, Tonali or an 18-year-old from Hearts? Come on, I think we got the better deal, didn't we?
Yeah, for sure.
But who actually delivered?
That's where we've got to. That's where we've got. That's where we've got to.
Brian, what did you think of Frank saying, you know, the fact that we went for Semenyo showed ambition, that we tried?
Oh, mate, do you know what? I saw some of those things. Like I said, Sim, I really don't listen to anything from the club. I don't.
Did you see that?
It's
quote,
amazing.
Did you see that?
It's amazing how relaxing it is when you just watch the game and then do things the day after and then like, all right, we'll wait till the next game. That's what I mean. When we're talking about it, you look at it. That Guehi deal, when it fell through for Liverpool, and it took City that time. Not saying he would have joined. At 20 million, we need a VDV backup or whatever to go on the left. Not saying he would have joined. Why didn't you go put 20 million for Guehi and show we want to compete and go right? Here you go, Crystal Palace. Here's 20. I see. Not saying he'd come or whatever.
Go 50 down on Lacroix.
You know, it's like, why didn't you do that? Semenyo, look, Semenyo, he says it showed ambition. Semenyo had said, I won't come to Tottenham. He had said, I don't want to come to Tottenham, but we went for him. It showed ambition. That's right. Don't go for players that do want to come. Go for players that don't want to come.
But the thing is, that happened right at the beginning of the window. So, like, why aren't we committing those funds anywhere else? Is that was he our only target and that's it?
They're so deluded. They're so deluded. They're like, we're going to sell Brennan Johnson and we're going to bring in Antoine Semenyo. They sell Brennan Johnson without even having an inkling if Semenyo is even willing to come or not. And obviously, lo and behold, he's nowhere near Tottenham is anywhere near his thought process. And they're like, all right, we're going to sell Brennan Johnson 1st of January. 2nd of January, we're going to go for Semenyo. He's going to come. That's going to be our business. And lo and behold, there was no backup plan.
Mate, we went for him in the summer. No, I don't want to come to Tottenham. Thanks, but no thanks. Then we were going for him in January. I said to you in the summer, I don't want to come. Thanks, but no thanks. But the fact that we went for him showed ambition. It's very ambitious to try and get a player that don't want to come.
Yeah, that's already said no.
But why is he our only target?
Because it's what Spurs do. We
have
can't
one
multitask.
target who rejected us on day one. We then do nothing else. Whose else is it on the list? Is that do you have a list of one name? Is that how long the list is?
That's what it is. So they get a massive A4, but they get one of those A4 pads for school, and they just write Semenyo. Okay, that's that done.
You walk into the recruitment, it's just a massive poster of Semenyo, and just that's here's our list.
They get another, like the Sun mural and the K mural. It's in the right. Who's our target? They get the mural in.
They got one of those pull down things. So they pull it down. It's just one big thing of Semenyo. Is that one of those projectors? One thing.
It's just bad. I mean, we're going. Like I said, we
wasn't just Semenyo. Don't worry. There was Yan Diomande. There was Keenan Yildiz.
Oh, I forgot about Yildiz. That's the one I wanted. But mate, you look at it. We also, going into this window, we need to improve the front line.
By the way, it's
We-
7
we-
o'clock, by the way. The
7
transfer window is officially
o'clock,
shut, people.
Thank God.
The window is closed.
Thank God.
Brian,
Okay,
it's been a
let's just see.
pleasure to
People-
close the window with you.
I will say, people, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to spend time with you guys in the chat. But I will say, let's all have a game. Let's have a bet. See what people in the chat say. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Which day is the Vinay and Land video coming out that you're going to be reporting on?
I reckon Wednesday.
It should be tomorrow.
I'm going for Thursday.
No,
Why
I think I want everyone to calm down a bit. So we're waiting.
To be
for
honest,
days,
do you reckon they'll do it with comments turned off?
probably.
Do you know what? They probably already recorded it.
That's
just
what I
when
was
they-
thinking.
They've probably done it. They probably did it on the 2nd of January.
And now they'll just edit a bit, and put the thing is how we were showing so much ambition to gazump Arsenal for this kid.
Yep.
If I'm Ben Haynes,
And then-
I'll be like, I think I'll give this one to Molesy. He can take this one. I think. I don't
You know,
think I
when
want
I
to be
was-
involved in that video.
When I was drinking, we used to play the Roxanne game, and you used to play the Rod Stewart game, and every time he said Roxanne, you took a shot.
Yeah.
There's 26 or 27 times he says it. I think Spurs fans should do it every time. Obviously, I won't be. Every time one of them say the word opportunity, pick a word, and every time he says that word, have a shot. Have some fun when you watch Spurs content. Now, just say, right, I'm going to pick a bullshit word that they're going to come up with, and I'm going to take a shot every single time that word is mentioned. And then you have some fun. But yeah, I'm going for Thursday that the video comes out.
Well, that word, you can do multiple words. You can have ambition, backing, all these kind of buzzwords that they like to
We
throw out
tried.
their
We
arse.
tried.
Yeah, we tried.
Palace have announced Jurgen Strang Larsen in right the death.
It's what a time to be a Spurs fan.
Fantastic.
What a time. I mean, you look at it, Benson. Your dad can probably tell you some wonderful stories about when he grew up watching Spurs. I had that from my dad, my grandpa. We all do. Everyone in the chat. You've all got your family members, your friends that will tell you about glorious times at this football club, and we pulled off these deals like Ardiles and Villa for people my age, Jurgen Klinsmann. What can
Van
you
der
say
Vaart.
now? Van der Vaart, more recent, yeah. What can you say? What can you say now?
I will always tell my kids about the moment we gazumped Arsenal for this Scottish wonder kid.
Yep. But don't worry, we'll get told by our fan base. There'll be a YouTube compilation out of him tonight.
Oh, there's already
And he'll
one.
be-
There's already
he'll be-
one out.
He'll be deemed as generational.
Brian,
And I
this
can't wait-
is the biggest one we've got over Arsenal since Rowan Ricketts, mate.
Mate, they do us with David Raya, Sol Campbell and all these others. We do Rowan Ricketts and what's this guy's surname? Wilson.
James Wilson.
I can't wait to see the front three of Wilson, Boost and Melia.
But don't worry, people, because Sterling is still on a free agent. He can still sign for
You
us.
can sign him outside the window.
Mate, I'll tell you what, honestly.
Pay
I'll
as you
tell
play.
you what, Ben, you should see the look. I said to Alana, I said, I'm going to tell you now, if Spurs sign someone by the name of Raheem Sterling, get ready. That we may need to have a discussion. And she was just like, I will call a lawyer. If Raheem, honestly, I will riot if Raheem Sterling comes to this football club.
What
I
about,
will
what about
riot.
what about on a pay-as-you-play deal?
Mate, sir, listen, he was great at Liverpool, fantastic at Manchester City, went to Chelsea on ridiculous money, was shocking, went to the filth, was shocking, is available for a free. Spurs will probably go, yeah, we'll have some of that. And then he'll probably be one of our highest earners. Oh, we haven't even spoke about the smashing of our wage bill, have we?
Oh, yeah.
The wages that we've made more money available for the wages. The wages are going to be we're going to pay the wages. Yeah, of course you are. And remember, we got told we have to be in the Champions League to sign Champions League quality players. And we did with this Hearts guy, didn't we? That's Champions League all over it.
Yeah.
You know
Football club is
who's
just-
actually on a free at the moment? Oh, has he joined someone? Is Alan St. Maximum?
What's that? What about him?
He's on a free.
Bring him in.
I'd have him over Sterling every single day of the week.
He's on a free at the moment. He cancelled his contract in Mexico.
He's in Mexico.
Wasn't he in Saudi?
He was. He went to Mexico and then cancelled his contract.
Was he playing with Vincent Janssen?
I'm not sure.
Oh no, he's back in Belgium. He's in Belgium. He's in Belgium. I can remember.
Jesse Lingard's on a free.
Oh,
Kurt Zuma.
mate.
Kurt Zuma.
Kurt Zuma.
Nah, come on, man. Think about the cats.
Exactly. I've got 2 cats, mate. I'll go kick him. I'll go. How do you like it?
Paco Alcacer.
Paco Alcacer. Where's
I've never
where's
even
what's his
heard
name?
of
Where's
that player.
Leandro Damiao? That's what I want to know.
Andrew Damiao. He's retired probably.
Who else has there been that we had transfers like that we were going to sign and never?
You know,
Oh, actually, that's a
we
long
need a
list.
right back. We need a
Serge
right back.
Aurier, yeah?
Serge Aurier's on a free.
Oh Jesus Christ! That would be
Serge
Spurs, wouldn't it? We'll
Aurier.
replace Serge Aurier with Serge Aurier.
Get Serge Aurier in.
Couldn't have done a
Mate.
last-minute deal for Kyle Walker.
Aurier's on a free right now.
No, Dele Alli. People are saying in the chat.
Would you take? Oh yeah, Ali is on a free. Would you take Aurier on a 6-month deal?
Didn't Ali join the Irish team? The rumours he was going to join an Irish team.
No, he's on a free. In the chat, would you take Serge Aurier on a free for 6 months? Cover.
don't I
Pyro
really,
and Spence.
really hope people don't say yes. Please don't say yes. You'd take Serge Aurier. Please don't.
Just bring back Dele and let's finish it, man.
Mate, I don't think his best days are behind us. We still sing about him, and it's one of the greatest songs.
Is
But
Boyford just for the song?
mate, we sing it without him there.
Yeah, but it would give that extra meaning, wouldn't it?
It would do, but-
Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
He's training with the Gooners.
Could we get another gazumping? Is that what you're saying? Another hijack.
Mate, just at least now, boys, you can relax. There's no more.
James Rodriguez.
James Rodriguez.
James
I'll take him.
Rodriguez.
Yeah,
I'll take him.
Take James Rodriguez for 6 months.
I'll definitely take him.
This is where we're at, people.
Yep, these are the names that we're now shopping in. If we want to bring someone in,
Yeah.
Where's
I mean, I
Zeki
don't even
Friars
think-
these days?
Zeki Fries,
Mate, maybe let's bring back Helder Postiga.
Sergio Ramos. Need a centre back.
Sergio
Mate,
Ramos.
Sergio Ramos.
I don't even think you could rate this window as a Lidl or Aldi window, could you?
No. This is a soup kitchen window.
It's it's not a £1, the £1 store. It's the 99p store window,
Craig Dawson.
mate. We just got to deal with it now. It is what it is. Let's just hope February we can get some points on the board, although it's looking very, very hard. And
They
then just
made their
put
bed.
everything
They made their bed.
They have, and now whether they made their bed, they got to lie in it. I just hope, like I said, the most important thing right now is the pressure in the ground is fully focused on them, because there is now nothing they can do. Like you said, there is no during this window. There was always okay. They still got time. They could pull one out. They could literally get a very good deal over the line. Well, all that's done and dusted. So we shall see.
It's funny that in this January and this season we've utilised Brennan Johnson, we've utilised Dane Scarlett, and we've just let them go with no replacements at all.
Yep.
It's just,
Well, there's absolute no planning.
all this means is that the players that we currently have are going to be even more overplayed and more susceptible to injury. And when these players go down injured, we're going to have to... who do we turn to then?
Mate, honestly, it's. I mean, I don't know. I mean, now that should they need to, and I'm just going to use Mikey Moore and Alfie Devine as examples because of your love for one, Ben, and my love for the other. With the window shut, if there is a break clause in the line, we can still recall them now the window's shut, can't we?
No.
No,
Should we
no.
need to?
No, we can't.
Or, oh Jesus Christ! Mate,
I believe as well with certain players. I think Mikey Moore had this clause in his contract that it could only be utilised in the first few weeks or something of the window.
Okay, I'm telling you now, I would have brought Alfie Devine back.
I'm sure you would.
I really would have. I mean, that's obvious for me. Not my very non-biased Alfie Devine head on. But we're talking about a ball player midfielder. I think I would have given him a go.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, I would have given him a go because he's been doing wonders at Preston. And there would have been a youngster to bring in another body, but it is what it is.
What more is there to say, Brian?
Absolutely nothing. Nothing. You guys can relax now. You can. It's almost time for you to go home, mate. This is like a late night for you.
It is time to go home, mate. It is time to go home.
You go home.
It's the biggest waste of a day ever today.
Mate, I'm going to go back and watch
on top of all this, we're winless in 6 Premier League games.
Oh, don't even start with all of that.
But don't worry, like Billy said, we're below teams like Brighton and Bournemouth in the Premier League, but we're above Barcelona and Real Madrid in the Champions League. We just need to play Champions League team. We just need to play the Champions League every week.
Yeah.
I think we should bring that Super League back. We'll probably win the thing. We'd win it after all this bitching and moaning. No to the Super League. The way we play in Europe, we'd probably win it.
Tomorrow's another day, Brian.
It is, brother. It is. It's the first. That's my sister's birthday tomorrow. Let's call her.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, mate. So it's her daughter Sophie's birthday yesterday. Her husband's today, and hers tomorrow. That's a hat trick.
Lucas Bergval's birthday today as well.
Oh, is it? There you go. Happy birthday, Lucas. Have an injury. Have an injury, and we won't replace you. But yeah, so like I said, it's now transfers are done. We've got what we've got. We plod on for the rest of the season. We see where we end up, and then we go again and do exactly the same thing next year.
Exactly. Let's go to Old Trafford with a lot of confidence to a team who are probably the most formed team in the Premier League right now. So fantastic.
Yeah. Why not, brother? Why not? But listen, you wrap up the show and get going because you've had a long day today. Always a pleasure speaking with you guys. Love you dearly. Everyone in the chat, have a wonderful evening. Sammy, I'll speak to you later.
See you later, Brian.
And as always, Enoch out.
Big up, Daigle. So that is that. Another transfer window come and gone. The business Spurs have done is we've signed Conor Gallagher, we've signed Sousa, we've sold Brennan Johnson, and that is it. That is it. The most underwhelming transfer window ever since we signed nobody, in my opinion.
Got some more super chats to wrap up the show. Shem Tam says they told us all what we wanted to hear. Then Enoch waited for Brian to leave the country and said, "Screw you, we lied." That's exactly what they did.
I think
Had us on the hook
before that, but yeah.
Sharpie says transfer window ratings as XG this season's son.
You what?
Transfer window same rating as XG this season.
Yeah, literally.
Honestly. 0.01 transfer window. Scorpion fans for life. Who replaced Johnson? Frank just binned him off. Great.
Literally, that is what happened. We just binned off a player for no reason.
Literally. It's like an unforced error. Ryan says, why does a pancake chef with no arms what does a pancake chef with no arms have in common with Lang? They are both useless tossers. This time they've openly lied to the fans. Brilliant.
That was a good one.
Daddy FS says we've had 150 million in Jan for the past 5 years. Same Enoch propaganda. I'm convinced this club can't be saved without new ownership. Enoch, we are tired FC. And Abhishek.
Big up Abhishek.
Says only Spurs can enter a January transfer window in a relegation battle for the second time consecutively with 150 million war chest and walk out weaker.
Yeah, it's so true, man. So true. I don't think any Spurs fan is ever going to believe this war chest thing ever again. If anyone did believe it this time.
No, this war chest nonsense. Bloody war chest. Oh, well, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today on this very successful transfer window, transfer deadline day. We gazumped Arsenal. I keep forgetting his name, for James Wilson, that we'll never ever see. And at least Rohan Ricketts we saw, and he played in the first team. Scored a couple of goals, Coventry, and against who else did he score against? Villa, yeah. Good goal as well, that one
Nice
against Villa,
goal.
yeah. I actually liked Rohan Ricketts, but don't think I'm going to like James Wilson.
Might do.
Might do, you never know. If we ever, I don't think we're ever going to see him in the first team.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably going to send him back after this
Yeah, he'll
loan.
probably do well for Hearts again. After we send him back. Keep an eye on him.
Big up to everyone. We'll see you all tomorrow. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always,
Come on, you Spurs.
come on, you Spurs.